Been playing Battlegrounds today on my original Necromancer, my first one that I made in elsewhere, second character ever, and to see what it feels like. And I would say that it is slightly less painful to play a Necromancer right now. Slightly less painful. If I hadn't got stunned right then, I don't know how I got stunned, but so slightly less painful. I keep getting stunned. It's the most frustrating thing. You know, sorks are still tough. Why am I? It's crazy how I just keep getting knocked down and stunned like all the time. Where did blast bones go? I didn't even know that guy was on the screen. That's crazy. Okay, this person just, you know, sorks just love to shoot you in the back. Heather, please. Sorry if sorry if you hear a chewing sound. I had some cheeses. Come on, get him. So slightly less painful. Buff management isn't as bad as it was before. I get stuck. Ah, the wrong bar. Come on. Templars are always going to give me trouble. They are just so hard for me. And I don't have a stun to really do anything with this person sustain. Just keep on wearing them. Hope they run out of sustain first. Somebody up there helping me or helping them. So probably, I'm going to say probably in the past I would have lost that fight. Templars are pretty good. I don't know why people complain and say Templars are bad. Templars are, you know, they are hard to kill and they can burst your hairline off. So, you know, it's an odd thing that people like to say. Ah, they put them right out of my I'm about to run out of potions here. Okay, this charm is really getting annoying. Can't target him because he keeps moving around. Well, healer's been helping out a lot. Yeah, they kind of wearing on my sustain up in this match. But then again, I'm having to use a stamina skill like Blighted Blast Bones. So far, Phantomah wearing the exact same build I was playing last update 42 feels better. But then again, I don't know if that's just because most everybody is probably farming, like, you know, this charm is crazy. That charm is crazy, man. Basically, when you don't want to get executed, you just throw the charm out there. I cannot move. Thankfully, that choke thorn was putting in work. You know, it's my teammates choke thorn. I'm getting stunned like crazy. Getting stunned, charmed. They are just wearing on my stamina right now. So, you know, by no means is this character on another tier. It's still lame. Not lame, but it's still not good. And a lot of that is just because I forced myself to use so many Necromancer skills. Like, I only have 2 non-Necromancer skills in my bar right now. And so I'm gimping myself just by playing the class the way it's supposed to be played. Okay, Blast Bone, hit him or something. That didn't go where I wanted it to go. I dropped it a little bit short. Yeah, they just wearing my stamina out right now. What the heck is hitting me? Is somebody up there? Yeah, that's what it is. Why are they targeting me? It sure feel like they're targeting me for some reason. Alright, so definitely that could have been a large part due to my healer, but definitely did feel tankier and with less buff management, just more comfortable to play. But then again, I build kind of tanky with this character, so you have to build tanky with this character because I have to try to, I can't burst them like they can burst me because I don't have the burst on the Necromancer. Blast Bones is pretty much it. Unless I switch to Dawnbreaker, then I'll have more burst. But really, I don't have anything to really whittle them down with if I'm using the class skills. So yeah, using the class skills is just, there needs to be more overloading of these abilities. Scythe should have some kind of execute scaling. It just makes sense too. And I'm missing sticky dots. I still don't have a sticky dot to put on anybody, and I do not have a good, I don't have a stun at all. You know, if I was to slot a stun, I would have to take something off. I don't know what I would do. Which one of these skills would I take off? Because I need all of them. I need my snare removal. I need Mortal Coil. I need that hot. I need Spirit Guardian for the extra protection or healing. I use the healing, the stronger healing morph on my other Necromancer. So, but one of those things I'm going to need. On this character, I choose to go more tanky. So, back bar filled up. I'm not, you know, about to take out anything to put a stun on. So, what do we have then? Siphon. You could argue that I don't need that, but again, I'm trying to use class skills now, and I don't have a dot without this. Now, it was my idea in the past that this skill should give you major savagery, major prophecy, while the Arcanist should give you prophecy and brutality. And they actually did. Zos actually did that, and I'm grateful for that. That's really adding to the comfort level of playing the character now. But I think I have an even better idea for how this should go, and that would benefit, I think, even people who don't use the summons as much. So instead of having major prophecy and savagery, the crit buff on the siphon, instead, if you put the crit buff on the where's it at? If I can find the passive, quartz consumption passive. Necros are weak, so you gotta give them a little bit of overloaded passives. So I would keep the 10 you consume and get the 10 ultimate. Plus, you also, when you activate a corpse, you get major prophecy and major savagery. That's your crit buff for like 20 seconds, right? So then you don't even have to. It doesn't matter which one of these corpse skills that you activate, you'll still get your crit buff. You don't really feel tied to putting on Mystic Siphon. And then with the Arcanist, or not the Arcanist, but the other passive for the brutality and sorcery buff, that's a spell, weapon, and spell damage buff. Instead of having to summon the Arcanist, you could have that be tied to the is that Undead Confederate? Yeah, the Undead Confederate passive. Basically, when you have a Skeletal Mage or a Spirit Mender, any kind of summon active, you get major sorcery and brutality for 20 seconds. So by putting them in your passives, you're not forced to use any of these skills, which just are underwhelming still. These skills, they just don't quite do enough. You can't target them. You can't point them at a player. You're pretty much at the mercy of your skills. That's why Necros still have problems. Now, for my other character that I made recently, I'm not tying myself to using Necromancer skills. I made this character more of like a soul magic user. So I'm not going to get the crit buff or the sorcery buff from the updates, but I still get the extra armor off of the armor buff now. That's more comfortable. I like that. That's going to help me out some. But before I jump on that character, I got to do my these characters haven't got their horse riding up, so I'm just going to go through and do that before I jump to the other character.